Hey guys, welcome back to I Read Your Comments from the last UFO, XCOM UFO Defense Part 17, and it's actually morning, so good morning guys. And we start with Kjotleik's. I read this already a little bit. He has some tips. So he says, if you want to make your comment videos shorter, I have a few tips. Point A. Take a deep breath before you begin and relax for a minute. That's a very good hint, but I already do that. You probably don't realize that because I'm extremely nervous all the time because I have an anxiety problem. You know, not that I want to talk about it right now. There will be a time for that maybe, but not right now. And it works, but only to some degree. And so I can get so quickly nervous that I can't focus anymore. So it's a good hint, very good. I do it, but it's only to some degree. But the point B is try to read whole paragraphs without stopping to comment everything. If there is a word you don't understand, try to figure it out from the context. Reading the whole sentence, paragraph. It is best to get the full meaning of the comment and then afterwards giving your comment, opinion, explanation. Yeah, this is something, guys, I think it's totally right. He's completely right about that. But it's also when I stop between some stuff, it's not just because, I mean, usually I would like to comment as soon as I have an idea. But it's also, it helps me to understand the full thing. Because if I read the whole thing just like that, it could happen that I forget the beginning because it's hard to explain. But I think I can do it to some degree better. That's true. So I'm not saying I'm not doing it at all. I'm saying it is a good thing actually. I'm try it to improve this a little bit. I can see what he means, but only to some degree. So that's very good. Point C. Don't be hung up on finding the perfect pronunciation. English speakers from all over the world will have different ways to speak the same word. It is good to learn how to speak English properly. I applaud that, but don't let perfect become the enemy of good enough. Yeah, that's... I'm a little bit sorry. I don't want to sound too harsh. I appreciate those little tips. They are really good. And but the thing is, when I started to learn English, my goal was always to become a very good speaker, and for that you have to to pronounce things very well. And the reason for that is simple. I know that I will never become a good reader. There is no way. I can become maybe an okay reader if I keep doing it, but I will never become a good reader. But I could become an excellent speaker. I see the potential because I know my strengths and my weaknesses, and for that reason, pronunciation to me is very important. But again, he's absolutely right in some degree. But the pronunciation again is very important. It doesn't mean that I want to become. I can't achieve 100% pronunciation of a native speaker. This was never my goal, but you know, 95% would be, I think I could do that because this, you know, speaking is something, is a strength, you know, reading is a weakness, speaking is a strength of mine. Point D, we are watching these videos of yours because we love XCOM. I know that. We understand you just recently began, and he's very nice to me. Well, 2016, I wouldn't say that's recently, but I know what he means, learning English. Don't try to rush things, absolutely right. Just be yourself. And I am myself. I'm completely myself when I read those comments, and find a normal rhythm when you read. Okay, I realized something. Point D. I read this really like with unnecessary stops. So I mean, sometimes it's necessary when I have to understand something and to comment it, to make it understand. But in this case, yeah, I could have read it more like, we are watching these videos of yours because we love XCOM. We understand you just recently began learning English. Don't try to rush things. Just be yourself and find a normal rhythm when you read. So I think this is, you know, this also, yeah, this would save time. So I try to do that. I will forget this from time to time, but I think that we gonna work on this, guys. Okay, good. Next thing is, oh no, before I forget, I almost forgot this again. The thing is, if you want to make your comment videos shorter, well, I don't really want to make them well, I would like to have them shorter, but I don't want to force them to make them shorter, because actually taking my time and being myself is extremely relaxing to me. And I would say whatever the video in the end, whatever length the video in the end will have, that's good to me. But it doesn't mean, I just want to communicate that I don't mind if you don't watch the whole comment video, or if you don't want to watch that because it's too much in the end, when it's sometimes too long. So I would never complain about that. Important to me is that you enjoy the gameplay itself. You know, I'm making those, reading those comments by, you know, you see that the video is coming out, so that you know that I read your comments. But this doesn't really mean that you have to watch the comment video. So this is what I try to communicate. Again, happy if it would be shorter, without forcing it to make it shorter. It doesn't mean that those tips are still good. I try to stick to that. I mean, this video will become a little bit longer because I I do not know. Well, we have to figure this out, guys. But this certain points, definitely like this is a good example on, yeah, I think I can work on that, absolutely. So that's a good thing. I just realized this. Okay. So guys, I wanted to continue with Kjotleik, but he speaks something about Logan shoe set, and I would say we're gonna change this button from, I'm gonna remove this one because it changes the order in which the comments are appearing. I mean, I'm glad we started with Kjotleiks because this is a very important thing. It was very important to me to communicate this to you, but now I think, yeah, now it's in order. Yeah, this they've placed 13 hours ago. Yeah, it looks very good. Also, I think I figured out why. I'm not sure about that. Just I need to mention that. I talked about that the heart sometimes disappears. I think it has to do when I give you a heart, and I like to do that. And you are editing your comment. I think the heart disappears then. I'm not sure. It's only a guess of mine. So this is what confuses me, maybe. And then I, you know, get confused. I wanted to give the heart back and whatever. So something like this probably happened. Anyways, let's continue with Dave Plays. LOL. Good. You were pronouncing avalanche like a good American. And then your British computer told you to say it wrong. Schade. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't know. I think I've set up the Google for American English, but yeah. Also, Gabriel mentioned this, I think, once, that he asked me something about this. Is this a British version? Of course it is. No, I don't know why. That's, yeah. But, you know, honestly, I'm happy that I have this, you know, the Google Translator is an extremely helpful tool. Sometimes a little bit off, but there was a worse time. Okay, it is put, no. I just put this video on the background while, I see. I just put this video on the background while I work. Don't feel bad about going long or anything like that. Oopsala. And go. Yeah, I mean, you know, in the end, I like when you guys like giving me your thoughts on that. And depending on this, in the end, I'm adjusting everything to what you guys appreciate, because, you know, I mean, what's the point of not, you know, I try to make everybody happy. So whatever this means. Oh boy. Kjotleik, 11 hours ago. Is this correct? Something is off with the... Yeah, because, you know, the reason why I wanted to actually... No, it's still out of order. Top comment. Ah, maybe this one I have to change. Because, you know, Kjotleik speaks about something what Logan Shu said, and but so I would like to start with Logan Shu first, you know. I think I have to categorize this. You don't see that. I'm gonna change this from top comments to newest first, and then we're gonna start from the bottom. Does this make sense? Yeah, I think that's better. Okay, I'm sorry about, you know, still adjusting those stuff. It's, yeah, still something we have to. There will be a time when everything will be shorter. Who am I kidding? I tried. Gabriel Semba, 7. Minute 7. I looked up the word Rüstung in Google Translator, and it says it means armor. Yeah, that's true, but that's a bad translation. Armaments are military weapons and equipment. Very good, because this really confused me. I thought, okay, if it's an armor, why? I mean, we already, yeah. So, okay, this helps me to understand why I should have looked in this category. So, thank you, Gabriel, very helpful. The next thing is from Dave Plays. I'm not malingering, I swear. I have to check this word. Malingering. Schlicht. Okay. Just 11 more days and I'll be snapping aliens' necks with my bare hands. So I assume it means schlecht is not a good translation. Oh no, I get it now. Yeah, because you're sick. I thought you were the weak guy. No, you're the sick guy. Exactly, I forgot about that, so I got confused. See, that happens. Yeah, of course you will. You know, actually, it's even, you know, it's not even that. It's more like we are making you a super soldier. This is just the excuse. You are actually not sick. We are experimenting on a super Dave Play soldier. And you gotta become a killing machine, no doubt. So, by the way, I recorded an episode of Deutsch. Why do I say auf Deutsch? Like I wouldn't be auf Deutsch. And it goes live tonight at 7 p.m. This is the time thing. I never get used to this European thing. Yeah, you and Kjotleik aren't in though. I have 2 XCOM squads in my game, and tonight's episode is about the other team. There shouldn't be too many spoilers. It is a mission against a type of UFO you've already seen, but against an enemy you might not have seen. Well, to be honest, of course, I don't like spoilers, but this is a special case, and you know, I'm definitely gonna watch this one episode because it is in the German language. I'm extremely curious, and I'm also letting you guys know, or check it out, please. That you know what I've seen if you want. So I think in this case it's okay, because this is, you know, I think that's great. I'm very thankful for that, because I think that's it's just awesome, and it fits to my whole channel. So no, I have to watch that, even though I get a little bit spoiled. So I hope no one minds. And if you want to know what I figured out, then you can watch Dave Plays episode, and we are even. Oh boy, I have to do a cut because I'm not sure how much nonsense I've spoke and if it's clear what I try to communicate. Good guys, another cut because I was very curious. I wanted to check out Dave Plays special. He recorded a special on the game XCOM UFO Defense, the same game I'm playing, in the German language. And he doesn't speak German, but he did a good job. And even the game itself is in the German language, which is extremely, it's the right thing to do. This is exactly what you're doing. The good thing is if you play a game in the language you want to learn, I recommend play something you know and then get used to the menus. This is the first step. So because of the repetition, you see the menus over and over and over again. At certain point you will remember them. So this just besides, although I think he just made a special to make the special, not to necessarily do the same thing as I did. But very great. I was enjoying because I remembered so many things. I mean, when I started with my channel, I studied, I think, already like 1 year of the English language, and I learned a lot during this time. And then when I felt comfortable to start the channel, then I already had some structures, so that was helpful. But I regret that I didn't start it earlier. But yeah, there was no way to do that because I didn't have the balls to do it. Let's put it that way. So very great. I watched a half hour. I'm going to watch the rest of it later and commenting probably tomorrow. The reason for that is when I watch with my tablet in my bed or on the phone or whatever, I'm not responding or writing comments usually with the phone. So I'm doing this next day. But I'm looking forward to watch that, enjoying watching your XCOM video. And you guys can check this out if you want to see what I've seen so far. It's not that major. Of course, you see new stuff, but in this case, it's just, you know, it's cool. Okay, so far so good. So that's about that. Again, very cool, very cool. Then Gabriel Samba says at 32 minutes and 10 seconds, he smiles. Lucas singing the Revelation. I'd been watching for him to make the whole episode. Made my day. Laugh my ass off. I know exactly what he meant. I checked this already yesterday. And yeah, I was very happy that I figured this out. I was very, very happy that I figured this out. I was very happy to figure this out. Logan Chu. So here we are. And okay, that I think we can do it. Or no, I make another cut. I'm apologizing, but the reason for that is the sun is so good. I'm gonna go on the balcony, get a little bit vitamin, you know, the vitamin D, or I think. Anyway, okay, it's very hot. It's a beautiful, beautiful weather. A little bit unusual, I would like to say, for this time in the year. But very hot, and it's a beautiful weather. I'm really happy to have a balcony. So yeah, that's about that. Also, what I mentioned, I said you could misunderstand that, so I want to be clear. I said nothing major when it comes to Dave Plays. Nothing major spoiler so far. So no major spoiler. This is what I try to say. The fact that he recorded and let's play video of this game in the German language is major, so that's a good thing, don't get me wrong, and just want to be clear on that. So I thought, let's say this, you know, because it's cool if someone does this, and I'm thankful, and it shouldn't sound like you know, no major spoilers. This is what I try to say. Good. Logan Chu, haha. Haha, I was yelling the screen that you can't assign weapons to your soldiers that haven't been researched. Glad you figured it out. You have plasma pistols, rifles, etc. because you collected them from the battlefield from the aliens you killed. I see. Okay, I almost wanted to stop here. I work on this, I promise you. I think that's a good thing, Kjotleik. So I'm working on this. But I will forget this sometimes. Yeah, I'm also glad that really, you know, that is just, I was very happy, like, you know, like I think Gabriel said, I've translated the word yeah, revelation. So hold on. Your plasma rifles, because you collected them from... okay, I collected them from the battlefield. Okay, okay. I see. You can give us the first batch of armor that comes out. I don't know what batch means. That's the problem with some keywords. I don't know. Batch. Stapel. Batch. You can give us the batch. No, you can give us the first batch of armor that comes out. Not sure if I want to be called Logan Shu, the second, the third. I get it. Funny, yeah. Yeah, of course, the first armor we gonna produce will be for you. And I probably, maybe how do I distribute the armor? Probably according to the alphabet. That's the fairest thing. It's not fair, but the fairest. Okay, you can shorten Dave Play's recovery time once they are back at the base. Once they are back at the base. Aha, here, okay, sorry. You can't shorten Dave Play's recovery time once they are back at the base. Just have to wait it out. The amount of recovery time is based on how much health he had at the end of the mission. So you can minimize recovery time by healing fatal wounds as soon as possible to reduce health lost. You can minimize the recovery time by healing fatalities. The amount of recovery time is based on how much health he had at the end of the mission. Okay, so you can minimize recovery time by healing fatal wounds as soon as possible to... I see. Yeah, that's great. I got it. Okay, I understand. That's, yeah, okay, that's very important. I think I hopefully remember that, but it's good to, yeah, makes sense. You can equip, no, I have to write it down. I'm stopping this here. Okay, very interesting, very good hint. You can equip soldiers in the base. Oh, yeah. You can't equip soldiers in the base at this time. If you get attacked at the start of the mission, you will get the chance to equip your soldiers based on the equipment you have at the base. That's very good to know. Very glad to hear that, to read that. Regarding stocking up on equipment, I usually make sure I have enough to... Oh, I'm sorry guys, I just wanted to check this. I just remembered it right now. Okay, here, this one. Fatal. I knew because I remember this. Okay, sorry about it. Regarding stocking up on equipment. I usually make sure I have enough to restock everyone fully when your Skyranger/Interceptor returns to base. I see. You need more avalanche missiles. Each interceptor can hold 6, since each currently has 2 launchers that hold 3 each. I see. That's also important. So I have to write this. Okay, that's interesting. That's very, very interesting. Okay, next one is, do you record? Yeah. Next one is, if you get caught without enough missiles, it will cause delay when you won't be able, to shoot down any UFOs. Any UFOs. Okay, any UFOs, since you have to order them and wait a few days for delivery. Yeah. If you get caught without enough missiles, it will cause delay where you won't be able to shoot down any UFOs. Yeah. Since you have to order them and wait a few days for delivery. Makes sense. Your interceptor will rearm automatically provided you have missiles in your base store. It takes a couple of hours to rearm. You can see the status in Equipcraft area. Yeah. Okay. I like to keep at least 20 avalanche missiles because there can be periods where there is a lot of UFO activity and you'll use a lot of missiles in a short amount of time. I see. Let me write this down as well. 20. Best thing is having 20 launch like this. Okay, good. Then the next thing, I would have at least 16 HWP rockets. 16 HWP rockets. So you can take 8 out to a mission, then the other 8 for when your tank comes back for the next mission, so it is ready to go again without delay. Makes absolutely sense. If you assign 10 smoke grenades to the Sky Ranger, when the Sky Ranger comes back from the mission, it will automatically try to stock back up the 10 grenades from your base stores. So then I have at least 20 grenades total to make the mission smooth. Since grenades are cheap and don't take much space, I usually buy like 5 times. Oh, I said 5 times. The amount I need. So I don't have to keep checking / buying them after every mission. That makes sense. 5 times the amounts you actually need because they are already okay. So we're gonna buy 20 to 50, let's say, grenades. Good. Of course, you have to make sure you have enough general storage to hold all of this. Yeah, cool. Very happy. Next one is lol. This one we read already. So. And this, how do we read that one? This is the response. So we read Kjotleik's first, and then the response from of Gabriel. Yeah, and I make another cut for the audio. Kjotleik's about 46 minutes. No, melee does not always hit, but the melee weapon called stun rod always hits. I see. There is a setting for each weapon that can be set by modders to decide if a weapon uses a soldier's accuracy stat. I see. Or not. The stun rod does not. Since the stun rod has 100% accuracy, the rod itself and it does not get adjusted accuracy by using the soldier stat. It always hits. Okie dokie, I got that. Good. Then what is that? All weapons has an accuracy stat for each type of attack it can perform. If a weapon has an accuracy of 100%, and the soldier that is using the weapon has a firing accuracy of 100%. If a weapon has an accuracy of 100%. Okay, and a soldier that is using the weapon has a firing accuracy of 100%. The total accuracy of that shot is 1 point times 1. Okay, but why is it the firing accuracy? if a weapon, a weapon in general doesn't mean, okay, I see. A weapon has accuracy of, okay. If the soldier only had a firing accuracy of 50, the shot would have had a total accuracy of, of 1 times 50, which, I see, yeah, which is 50%. Okay, okay, makes sense. I see. A melee attack uses the melee accuracy stat of a soldier, unless it is a stun road. Okay, basically the only exception is it seems to be the stun road always hits, which is good to know. And every weapon basically starts with 100%, or probably, I guess, with 100% accuracy. But depending on who is using the weapon, the accuracy will decrease if the soldier doesn't have 400% accuracy. Or yeah, I got it, I think. Okay, unfortunately, there are no other melee weapons in the original game. But if you start looking into mods, there are many melee weapons. You can ignore melee stats in this playthrough. Okay, running, about running. As for running, that is an option. As for running, that is an option you can turn on or off in the options /advanced under the Battlescape section. There is an option called alternate movement methods. If this is set to yes, you could hold down Control left while clicking and squaring, while clicking a square in the mission. The selected soldier will then run to the place when you click again, still holding Control L. Of course, you will use less time until you will lose you will lose less time units, but more stamina. Yeah, makes sense. Energy, basically, right? Because yeah, but more stamina to get there because we are running. I see. You can see this. Oh God, you can see this for yourself in a mission if you first select a soldier and click to the show. Show the number of time units remaining of the movement to that tile. Oh, hold on. You can see this for yourself in a mission. Okay, if you first select a soldier and click to show the number of time units remaining, I see, if he moves to that tile. I see. Okay, then press OK. No, then sorry guys, the focus is gone. After a while everything gets blurry a little bit. Then press and hold Control left and click on the same square again. Then press hold again and click on the same. You mean okay, without moving actually, but just doing it. Notice the difference in time units remaining. Yeah, I see. Okay, so we could test this out. I hope I will remember that, and I hope I can do it right. Okay, capturing aliens by using psionics. Let me check this word again. And again, about the pronunciation, psionics. It's really just important to me, but I don't, if you ask me, is it important to speak very well English? No, I don't think so. It's really not necessary. But it's a personal thing in the end. Okay, just saying this again. Because, you know, it reminds me all the time. Good, psionics. Capturing aliens by using psionics. Go away, translator. For this, you have to set the option / advanced. No, hold on. For this, you have to set the options / advanced battlescape options. Allow C capture to yes. Oh no! Oh, what have I done? Ah, that's I thought there was more, but there's not. For this, okay, capturing aliens by using psionics. For this, you have to set the option / advanced battlescape option allows C capture to yes. I see, but I think Gabriel is saying something to that. I just wanted to, Gabriel says, I just wanted to point out that gun melee. That gun melees are turned on in the mod menu for this playthrough. Oh, hold on, guys. I just wanted to point out that gun melees are turned on in the mod menu for this playthrough, which do use melee stats, but that's the only thing in this playthrough that used it. You can mostly ignore the melee stats, but not completely. Okay, guys, I'm going to be honest, I'm a little bit confused right now. Do you want me to turn this on? For this, you have to. I'm sorry, I'm you know, but it's just because I read so much. It's not your fault. You're doing a great job, by the way. You're doing an extremely well job describing those things. So it's, you know, it's just me right now. So thanks for the effort, you know. It's great, but I really a little bit confused. Also, I just remember that I was on my balcony and I got. I think I have to reload the page. Let me just do that. Ah, yeah, exactly. So there was a reply not long ago. So this one and that one, and here we go. So he says, thanks, Gabriel. Okay, I also thank you guys. Just let me know what I should do. Maybe I'm gonna get this later as well, so you know this happens like I've mentioned sometimes. Okay, let me check out where I am. I had to reload the page, so everything is. Why can I not adjust the site? Why doesn't the YouTube always changes back to the first order, and this confuses the heck out of me, to be honest. So when everything is just. Also, I don't know how you guys are dealing with it. I liked the when it comes to comments and stuff, the YouTube normal studio, not the beta, which is meanwhile the normal studio, the old version a lot better than this, at least for the desktop. It might be good for YouTube, I understand that they wrote a new code probably and they tried to make it slimmer and faster, so that I understand. I just say my personal opinion on that. When it comes to the comments, it feels laggy, it doesn't feel good, it's weird, I don't like it, just saying it. Anyway, so Gabriel, this, okay, we read this. Let's go up to, what is that? Equipping your soldiers. Ah, yeah, this we haven't read as well. So now, Kjotleik, about equipping soldiers. As Logan said, did I read this or not? As Logan said, you cannot equip soldiers that are not in the Sky Ranger, but, and you know this already, you will get the opportunity before every mission to equip your squad with the weapons you brought with you. Yeah, that's true, that I know already. This is also true for base defense missions. You will get the equipment's soldier screen before turn on when aliens attack. Yeah, exactly. Okay, so here. However, you don't get the opportunity to equip a soldier with armor in that screen. Oh, I see. Once you get the personal armors, you must equip soldiers with them before landing at a UFO site. Also, you can equip armor to soldiers stationed at the base. Yeah, I see. Just do as you did in the video. Go to the soldier screen and click the armor not button at the top and change it to personal armor or whatever type of armor you want to give the soldier. Yeah, that's a good information, a very delicate, vital information. Do remember that armor also has weight. Not much, but a little bit. After giving your soldiers armor, check if they have become overburdened in the inventory screen. Equip, craft, Skyranger equipment inventory. Equip, craft, Skyranger equipment inventory. If the weight is higher than their strength. The numbers will be in red. Yeah. Yeah. As you also noticed in the video. Thanks, Kjotleik. Okay, I think we have done, right? We wrote everything. I hope so. If not, I'm sorry, and just let me know and say, what the heck? I'm not writing you a comment anymore, Lucas. What are you doing? Not reading my comment. So I'm very okay. Again, that is unbelievable, you guys, because it's not just that you give me those tips. It's also you are, you're putting the effort with the try to make it look good and easier to read, which is very helpful. I see that you are trying to make it easy, so that is very clear to me to read that, and I'm very thankful and happy about that. Just want to mention this again because you do it, I mention it, so that's how it is. Okay, well, I do not know if I record later a video, because I always forget. Yesterday when I said I want to record today, that I getting some comments and I'm making a comment video, but maybe I do, because the weekend I wanna play a little bit more. Okay, maybe today or tomorrow. Maybe I'm gonna record Blood for Supply or today and the other game tomorrow. Anyways, okay, please check out the video from Dave Plays. I mentioned this again in the main gameplay. Okay, thank you again for that. That's I think that's great, guys. Until the next part, bye bye and auf Wiedersehen. Oh, Wiedersehen.